Hey, Rain here. Today is yet again another build showcase, and it's the Sheev. Today I'm going to show you only one build, so let us immediately start. The first build and the only build you need on the Sheev is a heavy attack afflictions build. The mods I'm using here via pressure point and killing blow for raw damage, mandatory, seismic wave for slam attack damage, we're always going to slam. VP wounds is going to give us the chance. We will always have 5x combo, so this is going to give us around 160 star chance, which helps a ton. Given's Reflect is the one that's going to give us 5x combo after 4 kills, and it also gives us heavy attack efficiency. Given's Elementalist for stats damage as star chance, Given's Steel for cruel chance cruel damage, and Prime Fever Strike for toxin. The weapon also has a hidden passive. Whenever you slam or heavy attack slam, you have a very high chance or decent chance to proc heat. Heat plus toxin is going to give us gas, and gas is going to help us with single target and clear. And there you go. These are the mods. For the Axe Weapon Adapter, I will highly recommend for you to use. It's going to be Dispatch Overdrive. Whenever you heavy attack, you're going to get some movement speed. For the Arcane Melee Afflictions, enemies affected by stats effect, which they always will, we do have gas damage. Whenever you flunk them, you're going to proc 6 additional stacks of gas, which is going to make our numbers go even higher. That's the Arcane. For the stats, the Riven Dispo is really good. Crit chance, crit damage, multi-shot, crit chance, crit damage, increased damage is by far the best in slot, and I will remove Killing Blow for it. Crit chance isn't the greatest, but we're still going to focus on it. I will also recommend to use Rifle Advance for flat crit chance. Crit damage is slightly above average, stat chance is average, and total damage is very good. And there you go. These are the stats, the mods, the Arcane, and now it's time for me to show you this build against the units. Alright, let's start. I'm going to spawn level 205, Steel Path or Chimera dudes. No buffs armor strip, but first, how do I heavy attack slam? You're going to jump into the air like this, look down, and press the L-Fire button in the middle mouse to do a heavy attack slam. If you see a shockwave like this on the floor, you successfully did a heavy attack slam. Now let me show you against the enemies. Jump, look down, press the L-Fire button, boom. You're going to get some kills. You can see gas ticks. They're killing enemies in a large radius. Plus my slam is killing enemies. We're always going to flung enemies. When they're flung, you will see more gas ticks. And you're also going to leave a lingering gas tick, which means when enemies walk into it, they will also die. Let me show you again. Jump, look down, slam, boom, and everything is dead. Except for that guy over there. He's also dead. Now let me show you against the other factions. That's the Arcane. I will spawn Infested. Jump. Slam. Boom. Everything dies. This time we'll spawn the Techrot. Sure, why not? Jump. Look down. Slam. Boom. And everything is dead as well. Against any faction, you're going to 1-tap them, 2-tap them. Depends on the level. Of course, you're going to use some buffs, cruel damage, cruel chance buffs, add the damage multiplicators, all that stuff. Next one is going to be Grenier. These guys are squishy or Arcane. Boom. All gone. Lingering Castic, kill that guy. Next one is going to be Sculpture Troops, sure. These guys are annoying Grenier. They also get 1-tap. This guy, we cannot flung this guy, sadly. No, wait, we can. I'm a liar. And he's also dead. Next, Murmur, sure, why not? We can easily flung these doodlies as well. And they all also dead. And I believe that's it. I can spawn like the Sentients, but we barely even fight these guys. Boom. Yep. This guy's alive. Come on. Whoa, they're blowing up. Need to be careful. Huh. He isn't taking a lot of damage. He's also floating. But yeah, it works against like most enemies. And the weapon is absolutely fine. Of course, we do have better slam weapons. But this thing isn't half bad. And there you go. That's the weapon. Now it's time for me to show you this build against the Steel Path enemies. So, let's go. And we're in. I'm up against the corrupted enemies at the Void, Steel Path of course, Mod Survival. I'm going to show you this build. Jump, slam, boom, everything dies. Boom. Boom, there you go again. Boop. The weapon surprisingly works. You get this thing very early on. It's like decent for what it is. Of course, we do have better slam weapons and better like gas slam weapons, like the Mire for example. But this thing isn't happy at all. Level 140 to level 200 is like one of the most common content D releases. This is like 80% of content, these style of levels, and this thing is doing absolutely fine. For regular path, this is even better, of course. Those guys have barely any EHP. I mean, these guys also don't have any EHP, to be honest with you. Baby mode survivability. To complement the weapon a lot more, use Raffle Advance. The weapon's base critical chance isn't the greatest. You're still going to focus on crits for a stronger burst damage. But yeah, you need to use Raffle Advance. That's something I did, and that's something I will recommend for you to do as well. But even without crits, consistent crits, yellow crits, orange crits, the weapon is still like one-tapping everything, as you can see. Of course, slams, affliction builds have problems against enemies that are immune to flung damage, like bosses and mini-bosses. And Xmas enemies, you have to destroy their overguard to flung them, you know. Like this guy, no flung damage, one stack of gas. He's still alive, second slam is going to kill it. Boom. I believe if War just appears, if I do a slam, it's not going to do much. Whoop. Slam, boom. One more, boom. I believe, yeah, War is here. As you can see, it's not doing much. You cannot flung his ass. He also has much better EHP than other enemies here. A lot better EHP. So you have to use like multi-layer buffs to just annihilate these style of enemies. Afflictions do have limits. How much power you can get from it, you know. My worm is dead, that's fine. Jump. Boom. Boom. Alright, Vor, you kinda annoying, son. Let me armor strip his ass. Use some buffies. Let's see. There we go. 1.7 million. Woo! Let's wait for the Eki Boy next. Alright, Eki Boy is here. Boop. Boop. Alright, Eki Boy. Surprise me, son. Boom! Not a lot of damage. Boom! There we go. Beautiful. 2 slams. I did have my first ability on, so maybe it was 2 to 3 slams, maybe. But it's fine. It's still, like, good. And there you go. I believe you guys seen enough. Time for me to leave, boys. And be right back. And there you go. Sheev is okay. It works. If you like these style of weapons, we do have better. But if you want to use something very niche, something that is very like hidden, you can try out Sheev. But yeah, that's the weapon and the build. I hope you guys enjoy the build. Leave a like and sub, and of course, see y'all next time. Thank you. Goodbye.